Herman Melville was kind of an overachiever. By age 30, he'd traveled the world and written 5 books, including 2 bestsellers. He was married. He was hanging out with the literati and signing autographs. As a young man, he had worked on ships and seen the world, and a few whales. He knew that for his next book, he wanted to write an adventure inspired by these travels. He was working on it when he befriended the writer of The Scarlet Letter, Nathaniel Hawthorne. Friends isn't even quite the word. The two had a bona fide bromance. They spent hours together talking philosophy, literature, and life. So when Hawthorne suggested Melville rewrite his wild ocean adventure into something more metaphysical, he did. And when Moby-Dick was published, Melville dedicated it to Hawthorne. Filled with details about whale hunting, as well as touching on themes of religion, inequality, and more, Moby-Dick is more than just a story on the sea. But when it was published, it flopped. The London Literary Gazette said the story made readers wish both Melville and his whales were at the bottom of an unfathomable sea. Melville would make $556.37 off of U.S. sales of Moby-Dick in his lifetime. His popularity plummeted alongside his bank account, and his relationship with Hawthorne petered out, though they remained friendly. Melville quit writing and took a job as a customs inspector. He held the job for the rest of his life, quietly writing poetry in his spare time. When he died in 1891, few people knew his name. Melville's career-ruining magnum opus might have been lost to history entirely if it weren't for a chance twist of fate decades later. In 1919, a Columbia graduate student named Raymond Weaver started looking for Melville's personal writings. He soon found an unpublished manuscript for a book called Billy Budd. He had it published, and it became one of Melville's most beloved works. He was back in the literary spotlight. The timing couldn't have been better. In the 1920s, academics were trying to assemble America's literary canon. When they rediscovered Moby-Dick, they realized it had everything they were looking for in a classic. Artful prose, iconoclastic ideas, universal themes. As Melville himself wrote in 1850, "It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. He who has never failed somewhere, that man cannot be great."